What's I've got to do? Upbeat. Okay.
Upbeat Friday morning intro.
It's day 3, guys, and it's time to get this truck back together.
Bloody change positions again.
So, mate, it has been an absolute mental 6 weeks. I can't believe, you know, when I first bought the truck over, and I said, so, you know, it's more 3 months, we could get myself a little car, take this off the road, and you were like, no, it's going to be a month. And I was like, how can we do all of this in a month? And we pretty much have. And it's, I mean, yeah. We took a week off because I was away for a weekend. Paul went up to Scotland. If you want to watch the video on van life when he did his little trip around the Lake District in Scotland.
Lake District, yep.
But yeah, we're pretty much there. So there's 2 more kind of stages I want to do. There's going to obviously be building the aluminium canopy, and then I want to sort of do a lot of rewiring inside, get all the extras and everything wired up. But the actual main bulk of the project, which was to Trayback it, take the engine out, rebuild the engine. And you know what, we've just literally just replied to a comment on one of the videos, and there's some poor guy's had exactly the same kind of thing. He's spent $4 grand trying to keep a freaking 200 engine going on a K74.
And it's been built by numpties.
Yeah, 2 or 3 garages have had a go with it. And it just, you know, from what I've learned, I've had 2 garages mess around with mine, and continuous
I've worked
problems.
in garages, I know what they're like.
Yeah, and then Paul's pulled it apart, you know, and he's shown me what's been done, what hasn't been done, more to the point, what's missing. And touch wood, you know, we've had this up and running. We're going to take it out for a spin today. It's all taxing and insured
next day. So we'll either be laughing or crying.
Yeah,
might blow up.
So again, guys, you know, like I said, I think in the previous video, jump on the forums, there's a lot of knowledgeable people on there. Ask them questions. So at least when you go to these garages, you're a bit more clued up. I wasn't clued up. You know, as far as I knew, the engine had blown up, and that was it. And then as time's gone on, and I learned more in that week of Paul rebuilding that engine, that I understand
and
a lot
blew
more
up
now.
again.
Yeah,
and then again.
Yeah. And the second garage told me how bad the first garage had done the job, and then Paul's looking at it going, well, they haven't done much freaking better.
No, it was a bit of a mess.
So,
but yeah, we've cracked this out, haven't we?
Yeah. So we've got. I
did say it would be about a 4-week job.
Yeah. It's in fact it was nice this time because normally we do these paint jobs over a weekend. So we kind of like prep Saturday, paint Monday, paint Sunday, and then we end up getting covered in paint, putting it all back together while it's still wet.
And it's all dry today.
Yeah.
So it's a nice easy job today, isn't it? Put it all back together.
Yeah. Get it all back up.
Get the roof rack on. That's
take
first
a quick
job.
Spin.
Yeah.
So, and we're also going to show you guys today is old Raptor paint that's had a good old hammering, new Raptor paint, and we're going to see just how much we can make this old Raptor paint look like the new Raptor paint, because this stuff wears great and you can actually bring it up surprisingly shiny if you know what you're doing.
You want to, yeah. But yeah, that'll come up no problem at all. There's a bit of dirt on it at the moment, but we'll soon get that up. We'll get it all matching. We're
going to leave the camera up and running, the guys get some filming of us doing what we're going to do.
Well, we drink coffee.
Yeah, lots of it.
One line up.
Yeah. Get through, and I can just lift it up, can't I?
No, that's not much.
Yeah, I think that's too far if you like.
No, but I think that's fine. we put it on the stand? No, the 12. Ta-da! The new colour.
Which some may say is similar to the very original colour I did, but yes it is, but it's a little bit darker and not quite so yellowy, is it?
No, it's a better colour.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's sit there with the tape measure again. Looks like it, Tom. Oh, that's pretty good. It's well into all the mirrors and everything, so. That probably weighs about as much as the engine in a KA.
Yeah.
You got yours on?
Yep.
I've got mine on there, yeah. Well, that was painless.
Right.
I'll hold it. You start bolting. Hey, Ralph. Come here. Don't know.
He will, he won't have it.
Don't like that. It's metal.
Here's your teeth.
So guys, it's been a busy what day is it now? Friday, isn't it?
Friday.
Yeah,
Friday all
So
day.
we've actually done some stuff during the week. So yeah, we've basically just been getting it all back together. So you know, we've got some of it on film. You saw us fitting the roof rack. We're going to take it out for a quick spin first, just give it its first real test run before we put the actual roof tent back on, just in case we've got any problems.
In case it blows off.
Yeah, in case we've got to bring it back, and then we'll get the roof tent on. Awnings on. Bush cables are back in. Winches in. Just finishing off front indicators. Just putting the jerry cans back on the back and lift the spare wheel up. Pausing busy, just touching up a bit at the back with some black. And when we had some black on the go, we thought we'd have a go at this, just see what it comes out like. And if it works, we'll, you know what, we'll get Jason over from UPOL and we'll do some tutorials, because we fancy a bit more of what we're about to reveal down the side of the vans and the trucks at some point.
And it's not just a big plaster.
Yeah, if it needed it, to stop it bleeding oil some time ago.
Take the glove off, we can't. Get the bulk of it off, and then I'll pick out all the middle bits. Again with the razor blade,
Yeah,
just let go off a little bit more.
that doesn't seem to come out too bad, does it?
No, that'll be alright once it's wiped over. Those little feathery edges will come off. Right, Chris, tell everyone how well the first test drive of the bits are missing went.
So guys, first test drive was pretty much spot on. The suspension, so we said if you watched all the previous videos, we've changed the suspension a bit, because we had uprated springs, leaf springs from Midland Springs on it, so the 500 kilo extra weight they could take, because obviously the previous incarnation of this vehicle was the big roof cage on the back, roof tent on top of that, all the storage, obviously an original tub. Now that's all gone, it seems sensible to basically go back to normal leaf springs. So we've done that. That made a huge difference. We've also lowered the front suspension, because we had wound the torsion bars up right up to the max, of course, which makes it quite a harsh ride. So we've lowered those about 3/4 of an inch. Vehicle's sitting pretty much level now, Obviously there's hardly any weight on the back because we've got rid of the tub. By the time we get all the extras on with the aluminium canopy and then all the basically equipment for travelling, I think we're going to be fine. We're not going to see sort of too much of an imbalance from the height of the front to the height of the back. So took it out for a spin. Again, suspension's fantastic. You can feel a little bit of sway now, so a lot softer, it wasn't anywhere near as harsh. You can tell the turbo is up and running now because it's now got a bit of poke. Took it out for a good sort of 60 miles an hour down the carriageway, came back, Paul jumped out to open the gate. Only thing you noticed was basically coolant pissing out the bottom. Turns out one of the hoses, the bottom hose on the radiator, the Jubilee clip, just doesn't clamp tight enough to stop it peeling coolant out. So we've changed that Jubilee clip over, wound it up, fired it up again. We will take it out for another run just to make sure when it's full up and running nothing's happening. But honestly, if that was the worst thing that's going to happen, then touch wood, Paul's skills have sorted this engine out once and for all. So yeah, well chuffed with this at the moment. So we're going to finish a few bits and pieces off now. Got an indicator to put on, got a roof tent we're going to throw up on the new roof rack, and that is pretty much it, isn't it? We're just going to basically put a piece of aluminium on the back, which is going to form the base of the canopy eventually.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
For the time being, we're just going to stick
Runs
it down.
well.
It runs brilliantly.
Bar a water leak.
Yeah.
Well, what have we had? The fan was touching the shroud.
Yeah.
That's because it's got a bigger radiator.
Yeah, and bear in mind when you do your body lift, your radiator and your fan shroud come up with the body, but the fan on the engine actually stays still. So you'll find, we found in the beginning, didn't we, it was catching.
Yeah.
And because this is a bigger radiator,
it's got an extra core
it was catching a little bit more. So we've just taken the shroud out, trimmed a bit off. And it wasn't making any noise when you're running it normally. It wasn't until I started to back it up into the garage.
Yeah, it's just when the engine rocks on the mounts.
It was just catching it.
It was
yeah.
Is that, oh, right, okay, that's easy fix.
So he sorted
and
that.
I said that Jubilee clip wouldn't tighten up far enough, but other than that, it's fine. We found one drop of oil, but it was black and it was old. Yeah. It's what's come out of somewhere.
Because the engine's got hot
but
again.
It's also all covered in coolant now, so it's washed some bits out that were hiding away in other places, but it's got up to temperature. But other than that, it's absolutely bob on. Couldn't be happier with that. I mean, compared to what it was, I mean, literally the floor would have been covered in oil by now.
Yeah, I mean, we're just washing the sump guard, aren't we? And that thing's still thick with oil and sand and grime.
And even rocks are actually coated in the oil. But other than that, it's fine. Yeah. Compared to what it was, it's chalk and cheese, isn't it?
Yeah, totally different now.
Pulls well though.
Does.
60 miles an hour was effortless. Yeah, and before you were struggling to get to 50.
Yeah, I'd normally sort of drive it at 50 because come 60, it's getting close to that.
Doors on a mission. No! He's just in a flying leap to save his new paint though. I'm going to put some WD-40 on those hinges. No, I can't.
Yeah, no, because that's the pre-alarm.
Yeah, we wouldn't hear it, would we?
That was like my WWE days when I was like flying.
Yes.
Flying lunch, yeah.
No, but it's cool. It's all good. So,
right, a few more things to.
We're just going to do some buttoning up bits. Got a leak from the front diff, but it's just on the front plate. Yeah. That just needs resealing because we wouldn't have known that was leaking from before because there was so much oil running out.
I'm going to fit.
But I actually don't think it was leaking before.
No, it's probably just held together with all the grime and the oil and everything.
Yeah, I think that was actually after I pressure washed all the crud off it. Yeah. And then it started leaking. So, if that's the worst thing, that's it. It's done. It's fixed. We'll have to go out and break it now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to let you drive in a minute, so probably we'll break it.
Oh yeah, I'll break it. Could be upside down.
Right guys, so we're going to button it up, that's it. So please like and subscribe. That is kind of stage one, as I said, stage one of this build out of the way. We've got the main bulk of getting this car up and running, back on the road. I can't believe we've done it in the times that we've done it. I can't believe the work that Paul has put in to help me do this. I mean, I'm so chuffed to bits. That engine is sorted. I've got so much more confidence now in the vehicle. We're going to be going to the Adventure Overland show. That will have probably happened. That will have happened by the time you see this video. So hopefully we met up and saw you then. You'd have got to see how the vehicle is at the moment. So stage 2 is going to be building the aluminium canopy for it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be easy.
Get that ready.
It's going to be less oily.
It's going to be a lot less oily. Anything we do now is less oily. Yes.
Nice new aluminium.
Yeah. So guys, don't forget to click like, subscribe, share it with your friends and everything, and we'll see you in some future videos.
See you later, guys.